Okay, and hello again, everybody. This is Chaz Thomas with the Life Inspired Podcast. I usually start with some theme music, but I didn't have anything queued up. Let's see. Let's see what we got. I kind of like that song. Maybe I'll use this as my theme song. What do you guys think? I like this one. This is number one. I'm gonna let you guys decide. This is number one. And by the way, it's 3:33 in Chicago on a Sunday. That's one.
Welcome.
This is number two. Hope you can hear that. It's number two. This is kind of melancholy. This is three. And this was actually my intro right here. I guess I should start with this one.
Welcome to the Life Inspired Podcast, where we dive into stories that ignite passion, purpose, and positivity. With your host, Chaz Thomas, each week, we'll explore the journeys of incredible individuals who faced challenges, overcome obstacles, and found inspiration in their everyday lives. If you're looking for a dose of motivation or searching for that spark to keep going, you're in the right place. Let's discover what drives us, what moves us, and how we can all live a life inspired. So sit back, get ready to be uplifted, and let's jump into today's episode.
Well, I guess I should use that one for now because that's what I made it for. The intro. Anyway, it's Sunday, Chicago. It's cold. I think it's 31 degrees. Snow is still on the ground from a few days ago, but it is winter, and I am not complaining. Yeah. Anyway, still saying prayers for the folks in California who lost their homes, and I understand that the fires are being put out, I guess, as quickly as they can, but it's never a good thing to lose your home in a fire. So prayers are going out for them. Again, my sister and son, they seem to be okay, kind of miss where they were, and so that's a good thing. I was putting together some topics to discuss, and I have a couple, but first thing I want to say is podcasting. It looks easy because all you have to do, they say, hey, just talk on the mic. But it depends on the individual. Yeah, pretty much all you have to do is talk on the mic. But it's a little bit more than that. Sometimes it takes preparation. I mean, if you want to give a quality podcast, and that should be everybody's goal, at least that's my goal, to give a quality podcast. And to do that, you have to do prep notes. You have to kind of prepare for it, have a topic, have an interesting topic. And so that's what I'm in the process of doing. My goal is to do at least 1 to 2 podcasts a day, post them up on YouTube, and take bits and pieces of that and put it on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok or X. That's the goal anyway. And so you just have to develop a pattern and a habit. Be consistent with it. Are you going to be great with it? You'll never be great with anything, but you can always get better. And that's my goal, is to get better. And I encourage anyone out there who's looking to do anything in life, first of all, start where you are. It'll never be the best time, but the right time is when you decide to do it, right? So anyway, I thought I'd pick this topic of knowing when to walk away, knowing when to let go. And what I'm saying is going to friendships, any type of relationships, especially relationships, I guess, if it's not working for you and you've tried and it's still not working out for you, you got to know when to walk away and let it go. Not everything is meant to be, but you'll never know if you stay in a situation where you're not happy. So I've had to do that a few times in my life is walk away. Not because of any particular thing, but I think for the most part, the time I've walked away is because I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for the commitment. I wasn't ready for the sacrifices. In most relationships, most successful relationships, you're going to have to make some sacrifices on both sides. It's not going to be perfect. So don't go into any relationship thinking it's going to be perfect, because there's no such thing as perfect. But there is room for adjustments in a relationship. You have to have patience, though. You have to have patience and understand the other person don't know you, and they'll never really know you 100%. But it's about getting to know each other, right? And it has to be some type of effort put through to make that happen. I've seen relationships that dissolve within a few weeks or a few months. And I'm wondering, why did you guys get together in the first place? If it only took 6 weeks and then you calling it quits. And that happens. You got to examine the reason why you got together in the first place. And believe me, everyone has a reason for getting into a relationship. You can get into a relationship because you lust each other. But after that wears off, what do you got next? You can get into relationships out of convenience. I'm sure you've heard of those convenient relationships where, this for that, right? Either, security or pleasure. But I think you got to have a balance there. You got to have a balance somewhere. Again, no relationship is perfect, but if you reach a balance, and the most important thing in any successful relationship is communication. You got to talk. You guys got to talk. There's nobody there a mind reader. If you had a rough day at work and you come home grouchy, the other person ain't gonna know that. Talk about it if you want to, if you need to. Don't just come in and raising hell with your household because you had a bad day at work. Okay, there's no peace there. So sit down, communicate, talk about it, and I go by this: never go to bed angry. Never go to bed angry. And it took me a while to figure that out. I said, what does it matter if you go to bed angry? Because if you notice, when you go to bed angry, guess how you're going to wake up? You're going to wake up angry because nothing's been resolved. So if possible, never go to bed angry. Try to hash it out before you go to sleep. So because you'll have a tough time sleeping because your mind will be racing because you'll still be angry and upset. So try to resolve those issues before the next day, right? Communication is key. Communication is very important. And please, please, please don't include other people into your relationship. Trying to get other people's opinion about what you're going through can be the worst mistake you'll ever make. Because A, they're not you. They're not in the relationship. They don't know how you guys feel. So they're from the outside looking in. And most times their advice is off point. It's based on how they feel. It's their filters that are being used. And so try to avoid getting outside unless it's professional counseling. That's different. Those people are trained. Those people are trained to handle relationship disagreements. So those three things. And I had something else. I thought I wrote it down, but I guess I didn't. But anyway, I guess that's all I'm going to talk about for now because I'm reaching my 10-minute mark. And I told myself I'll do two 10-minute episodes a day. And so we'll make this one of the two. And I'll be back on, let's say, in about another 4 hours. and I'm going to post this on YouTube and post some bits of it on Instagram and TikTok or whatever. Also, LinkedIn. They say you could post stuff on LinkedIn, but I thought that was more of a professional platform. But I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, and this, of course, will be on Spotify, which will release it to other podcast formats. Okay? So until next time, guys, thanks for listening. And there's my theme music. Getting caught up in this chord. Okay, until next time, you guys stay positive. This has been the Life Inspired Podcast with Chaz Thomas.